Lukáš saved a couple of those boxwoods he had in his garden from dumpster because it was eaten by this worm which is damaging boxwoods all around Europe, and it's basically tree for free. It has fantastic trunk and bark and character, and fortunately it survived and regrow the foliage. So he wanted to do something with that. I see that it's one trunk here, maybe one or two trunks here, and I need to clean it and see what it's inside and create some decent structure from that.
Okay, the history is interesting. Most people would be aware that at least in Europe all these boxwoods die because of this whatever is a habit or a worm or a bug, whatever. Now you can poison that bug, okay, by normal insecticides. And as a bonsai, you don't have this problem because you can, in the garden, you cannot poison everything. So this bug doesn't really bother us, but the result is great. And this is a very, very old boxwood, because since centuries it was the habit to grow boxwoods around your house in Europe, everywhere. Okay, and some of these boxwoods are way over 100 years old because they always were too big and somebody cut them back. So they did hedge pruning without knowing what. So they also created sort of a round ball, but in the center of that round ball there was hidden a great tree which grew slowly, and here we have that result. So for me it looks like this is great. This is wonderful material. And there's a main trunk, and then there's some second trunks here. Yeah. It's a multi-trunk with some children or whatever that is, and that even the main trunk splits into two sub-trunks. Wonderful. So the tree is in there, and it's like the big block of marble, and you just hammer this out, and then the David is there. So you have to find the David. Yeah, yeah. The question was, how in the world do you find the David in there? I said, very simple. You have to know what the right thumb is, okay? And when you know the right thumb, then you know how to move from there. And all of a sudden it's finished. And there's many options, but also limited, but it doesn't matter. So as we by now know how we go around, without further ado, we just start working whatever is necessary anyway, like reweeding here, cleaning the bark, taking off these small little things, working this dead wood, and then cutting out, and all of a sudden the tree will appear somehow. That's how we go about, and that's how I suggest even beginners. You see, this is Masterclass. These are people who are not supposed to become masters. They're already masters, only to become better. But the whole teaching is also for the ordinary person, for the outright beginner. That's how you go about. This is how I teach bonsai. Anyway, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, in the United States, we do not have the worm, but we do have a boxwood blight that is devastating all of the boxwood, and so you have to treat it very early with a fungicide and really stay on it.
So you have a fungus, I can say. We have a critter.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to spray it 3 times a year for the worm, and the worm is always there. And in case it appears there, it eats all the foliage within really short amount of time. And so many boxwoods also, you can see it in TV if you look the shows from the gardens in England, these old boxwoods which are 200, 300 maybe older around the castle, and they are all destroyed by this worm, and they are changing it for different species which are maybe able to resist this kind of damage. So this is really big problem for old gardens in France, in England, everywhere.
This was the same case. It was 4 years ago. It was just bare stump, because it was all devastated.
So Maros, the boxwood that was rescued from almost dying.
From garbage.
From garbage.
Tree from garbage can.
And you have created wonders with too. How did you do that?
I think the tree was hidden inside. And this is fantastic what people are throwing out because of infestation. and basically the old hedge was destroyed by worm, and now after 3 years in the garden it rejuvenated, and it's possible to cure the or get rid of the worm, and now it responded. And now when I start to clean the stuff and went inside, there was this fantastic thick trunk, which is good from this side, but also it's possible to look at it from other side. The back is not so good, but it still looks pretty good for such a small tree. It looks like majestic oak, yeah? So it's like similar discussion we had about azaleas. This is bush, so you basically can style it in any other way, so maybe it looks a little bit like old oak. And this is the second trunk which was here. The one branch was growing from that space and it was way too low, so it was removed. I decided to keep this to add it more drama. Yeah, we can play in the future with that and carve more here, carve more here. But I removed all the really dry stuff which was here and shortened the sub trunks which were either rotting away or were too long. And now it's spread out. There is a natural breakage which happened to the tree, and it looks really good. So this was broken off most probably many years ago by snow or something in the hedge. But to me it looks, on a garbage tree, it looks really good. Yeah?
Fantastic. So it definitely looks like a very, very old oak, and that's what this tree has talent for. And it doesn't look like a bonsai. It never had the plan to be a bonsai, and it never will look like a bonsai, but like a very, very old tree. And I think it actually may well be 100, 150 years old anyway.
Very old.
How come? Yeah. Well, because since centuries, in front of our farms, we have some part where we had boxwood, and that boxwood would grow, and the woman would say, cut it back. So it was cut back every year like a hedge, and this is the result after 150 years. Yeah. And there should be a few more out there. Of course, this was in fact there was this worm in there. So how do you protect it from the worm when it is a bonsai?
Yeah, so you can spray it. You have to spray it maybe 3-4 times a year with very strong insecticide, and you can get rid of the worm. But you have to be really careful when you see the first signs that it's there already. You have to spray it, and sometimes you need to do it prophylactically, so the tree is not, because this worm is able to destroy it very fast. In a few days it's gone. The whole foliage is gone, and then people think the tree died. It's actually not dead, and you can rescue it sometimes. So this is the result when Lukáš was able to rescue it, and he did really good job in regaining its vigor. And now maybe it will need 4 or 5 years, and of course a lot can be grown here and so on and so on. But it still could be really relatively small tree, so not really bigger than that, and really impressive trunk. With on such small scale, a lot of drama is happening.
So the pot should be about this, not as deep, a bit like that.
Yeah.
It should be a rather strong, powerful masculine pot, because that's a powerful masculine sort of tree, and whatever color, could be brownish, darkish, but at least old-looking pot. You see, this is a very old-looking tree, and we want a pot that also looks very old. It would be a big mistake to say, "Oh, this is a deciduous tree," or so we take a glazed light. No. Please make the pot look just as old as the tree. So this was for free, right? When you got it, yeah. Okay. Will you give it to me for free? No, not really, right? Okay, so anyway, congratulations to you, and also to you for getting this from thrown away material. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Walter.